Welcome to a theme park view main tower Incredibles room here at Disney's Contemporary Resort. All these rooms in the tower are now Incredibles themed, and I know we've anxiously awaited seeing this in person, and here we are. Let's do this. Okay, here's the big reveal. This turn, here we go. It's very white. It's very white. I mean, the Contemporary is very white, so if it was gonna work somewhere, this is probably the place it works. Hi everyone. I'm gonna step this way so you can see this unit. So this is gonna look, again, every Disney hotel room in the world's getting a little homogenous, right? With this unit. This is what they're all getting. I mean, maybe, you know, it works for people. It's functional, and it you know, fits in these entrance corridors in most of these rooms, especially deluxe. That's why they're putting them in all these. And yes, you have this, I don't know, these big red closet doors don't really do anything for me. They feel kind of out of place. They feel kind of like a value resort kind of thing. I don't know. So in here, we have a couple of drawers. We have a luggage rack. We have lots of hangers. We have extra bedding. And we have the steamer. This is the big change we're seeing across property, which I don't like. I've talked about this before. I like to use an iron. And of course, on demand, you can call and get an ironing board and an iron. But this is the new thing where they just give you a steamer instead of the iron and ironing board. There's nowhere for an ironing board to go, so they're not really made to be in here anymore. That's the thing they've done away with for some reason. Obviously, the back of this unit is Incredibles themed, right? We can move this away. There you go. Is that damaged? That's all. This room has barely had people, and this is already scuffed up. Look at this. This has been open for 5 minutes, and they keep using these wall decals, you know. But yeah, the Incredibles, their costumes down here on the bottom, and then up top. If we move, see, in order to enjoy this, I have to move everything. And there are their gloves and their masks on a decal up here. I'm so excited to have to do all this again for photos. I've never had that where they've decorated the back of a closet, so it's a new thing. It's a cute touch. It doesn't feel like a deluxe resort thing, right? I mean, and that's been kind of the thought coming into this, was that maybe it wouldn't feel like a deluxe resort. Kind of doesn't. Hello, everyone. So we had some cubbies here. There's the hair dryers there, safe. Another cubby, some more drawers, and this full length mirror on the door here. Close that. I like the yacht club one's my favorite, where the ironing board comes out. That one feels the most functional, you know. I like that one. I just hit the wall. It's great. Here's the coffee station. The coffee station does have, these are clearly liquor bottles. I like this, but clearly there's like liquor bottles there. So this mid-century modern art style representation of a drink station. It's as if the Pars are here. You know, this is where they're living, and so we have some big coffee mugs on the decal back here. This is a new model of Keurig. I haven't seen this in a Disney Resort hotel room yet. I'm not a Keurig expert, so I don't know what the model number is or anything. But it fits the room well. The silver looks good. The ice bucket's there. We have a light here, I think, that this is blocking. There we go. Oh, cool. Turn that on. All of our coffee supplies here, including our 50th anniversary blend of coffee from Joffrey's. And then everything closes with a big bang in here. And we have the new standard mini fridge with the, you know, the front you can see through, so you don't forget anything is there. You know, jeez, I did not swing that hard. Okay, let's talk about the bathroom. I think this is where a majority of improvement was made. The old bathrooms were not very functional. They're weird. They had the worst sinks I've ever used in my entire life. These sinks that just kind of flooded up and they didn't work well. And so the bathroom's a big improvement. This is a nice unit. This feels like old contemporary too. I don't know, just the color scheme and just feels right. Feels right in the room. But the thing everyone's going to be drawn to is this mirror, right? This monorail mirror, which is fantastic. It's fantastic. We got the beam running over here. There's the contemporary. And then the monorail comes up and out the side here. That's wonderful. Embrace where you are. This wonderful place that is the Contemporary Resort Hotel. Here are the amenities. We have the lotion, the vanity kit, shower cap, mouthwash, another shower cap, and the facial soap are here. Makeup mirror over here. This might be the longest standard shower, like non-DVC shower on property. I think lengthwise, it's pretty long. This just, it feels like it goes on, which is great because, I'm a taller guy, and a big reason why I don't really do baths ever in my life is because I don't really feel like I fit in the tub, especially in resort hotels, which is when I would take a bath, not really at home. This is a nice unit too. This looks good. This we have the adjustable, the removable, I don't know what you call it, shower head, and then the fixed one up here as well. They're look good. Swivel. This moves around quite a bit. Mounted amenities. You've only paid $700 to $1,000 a night. Here's your mounted shampoo and conditioner you can't take home. It's a good thing it's long though, because there's some hard edges, right? Those are it has a slight slope back there, but not as profound as most tubs. There's hard edges in here, so I'm sure it's comfortable. It's probably fine. And then what's become a staple now. I think Disney's hearing us. They've heard this rant enough from me. Hello to whoever at Disney watches these and gives feedback. Toilet art. We're getting toilet art. The Moana rooms had it. These have it. It's good to have toilet art. It's good to, just livens the room up. You're going to spend a couple minutes in there. Give me something to look at, right? And there's a cute one. It's Jack in many, many different forms. He's on fire. He has laser eyes. He's turned into a water baby. He's multiplied. He's playing the video game Portal. He's floating through the air. He's a demon. He's electrified. He's made of gray stuff. I don't know. He's Edna Mode. He's really large with a cookie. And then he's a sparkler, I think. I don't know. I don't remember half of these from the movie. They're not, in fairness, The Incredibles is not my favorite Disney movie. It's not one I watch a lot. Or The Incredibles 2 for that matter. They're fine. I just, not my thing. There's toilet. And, towels. Again, we're doing this thing where we put towel storage in a room that cuts off from the room where you need the towel. It's a thing. The tile doesn't do anything for me. I don't know that it works with the room. I'm not crazy. This to me feels like old contemporary, and I think it works well. I don't know. The floor is this is the thing. The gray floor is it's sucking some of the life out of the room. Maybe more like this color would have worked better in there. Not that I love it in here either. It doesn't feel like deluxe hotel flooring. It feels like, it feels like I'm in the lobby. This floor, I don't know. You got this big plain door here. It's fine. There's not a lot. For being a themed room, from this entry, this hallway just doesn't have a lot going on. I don't know, it's not till you get to here, you're like, oh, okay, there's something happening here. Let's talk about this. This gives me new apartment in Orlando vibes in a big way. Or even like IKEA, IKEA model room when you walk through the show floor with an area rug. They didn't do carpeting, they just did an actual area rug over here. So this is off the floor. So the floor, it doesn't, it's not like a section where it's inlaid. It's just an area rug. feels very like I'm doing an apartment tour, like a new complex is the vibe I'm getting. This is an interesting unit. This coffee table end table where this ottoman pulls out. This is not a storage piece either, this ottoman. It's just an ottoman. But I mean, you could take that out and then store some stuff under there if you'd like. Kick this bag in here. It's interesting. Here is this sofa that ends on an angle. We have this Incredibles mask pillow on here. This is weird, this TV thing. This thing that just blends in with the TV that the TV's mounted to. It's also like there's a big dent on the side. Like, these are brand new rooms. Like, I know they're rushing, but you know, a new room should not have this much damage visible. Part of it's materials, part of it's rushing this installation. I don't know. This thing, yeah, there's already like marks on this thing. This table, how easy is this this is, oh man, that is heavy. That is really heavy. You're not gonna move that around much. Very heavy. So this is weird. This room hits a pinch point here, right? There's a very serious pinch point in the room that's caused by this coming out. And you might ask, why does this come out? I'm asking the same question because there's no real reason. This is nothing. Whatever this is serves no real purpose. I mean, we got some outlets here, I guess, so you could put some stuff up here to charge if you'd like. But that's really it, and I don't know why. We've got plenty other places to charge, and I don't know why. They're like, oh, put it behind the sofa. But it's also like, there's a garbage can, there's a lamp here. I do like this lamp. I love lamp. It's cool, it's different. It's also, there's no actual button, it's just, you just wave your hand over there it is. So you just tap. Just to tap, I'm not actually depressing a button. Yeah. I'll put that back on full bright to help with the tour. Your visibility of the room. I don't know what's going on here. I'm very confused. I guess for that. So here's what, I'm not a designer, but couldn't I have given them those outlets and things over here? This is a bigger surface. Like, I know there's 4 standard outlets here, but couldn't I have just put like some standard and USB outlets with this large thing instead of creating this weird tall triangular island back here? I don't know. This border is interesting. Again, we're going to talk about, this is a brand new room. Look at this. You can see the paint is all over these lines, right? I can tell even from a distance, I can see the uneven lines of this paint job. It doesn't look good. I feel like I'm in Anaheim, like off property at Disneyland is the quality level. Like, someone tried to spruce the rooms up, but they didn't have a lot of time or money. And I should not be saying that about the Walt Disney Company, right? And I know somebody in the comments will be like, oh, you're so mean, blah, blah, blah. I'm paying $1,000 a night or more in this room. Should every line in the room be painted poorly? Come on. This place prints money. Dude, this should be better. This should be better finish than this. I'm sorry. Anyway. Enough ranting from me. So the beds, of course, are lifted off the ground to give you more storage space under there, which is good because these, contemporary rooms, despite being a deluxe, can feel a little tight. The room definitely feels tight. With this going on, this room feels way tighter than it did before. And so the nice thing is we got these ledges again, right? These end table ledges. which have charging ports, two standard, two USB on this side. You have the reading lights on either side. This lampshade is fantastic. This is great. This is wonderful. A little bit Incredibles, a little bit contemporary with the monorail. Works. It's cool. This is interesting too. I like this like mounted box that's a drawer. I like this. Of course, they're very religious, the Incredibles. Yeah, so we got some decor in here. Another decal is things to do. Take out the trash, learn new math, call Rick back, buy more cookies, stop the underminer, research adolescence, ask E to babysit, go bowling with Lucius, and take the Incredibile, I guess that's the name of their car, for a tune-up. It's cookie crumbs, the new math book, a TV remote, all in there, and the Bible. So you could store stuff under there too. I like that design. It gives you more space underneath this middle. Everything good in this room is this middle section. This middle section works really well. Again, 2 USB, 2 standard here, and all the light switches, they're all right here. So that controls the lights above and your lamp here in the middle. And again, you have these reading lights. Lots of reading lights. There, look. I don't know what's going on. There's blue painter's tape and some string up here. It is what it is. Hooray for the continued life of Decorative Pillows. Very excited about the continued life of Decorative Pillows. They're back in action. Someone listened. And I like that. I have no problem with they made them this vinyl material, which is not a thing you're going to sleep on, right? So establishes that it's decorative. Don't use it. Just throw it off to the side. But I'm happy it's here. I know some people be like, oh, I don't need it. Just throw it off the bed. It adds a lot of character to the room. It adds a lot of character to this room. That's a good thing. It's a good thing. I like that they're different too. I like that it's not just the same pillow. You have the Edna pillow and the Frozone pillow. I'm on board with that. The uneven headboard, yeah, it works. It's fine. I don't know what else to say. Again, another one of these ledges down here. And this area rug. I'll try to find a good spot to look at this area rug from. A lot of eyes for Incredible on here. Bring some color in the room too. Again, like, I'm glad the room's not pure white. I'm glad there are these color splashes. Another positive. I'll try to balance things out. We don't do this just to be mean. That's not the point of this. Trying to show you the room. You can decide if this is where you want to spend a week. When you're at Disney World, is this the room you want to look at for a week? I'm going to close this curtain. We can get a better look at this curtain. I mean, if you love The Incredibles, you're probably going to love this, right? I would think. I just think about, like, my favorite movie if it had a hotel room. I wouldn't care what it is or what it replaced, probably. So, yeah. Dash and Jack's up here floating around. He's got his laser eyes going. We have Violet. Violet's up here in her bubble in the corner. Very fitting for Violet. Is Frozone on here? Because I see what looks like an ice trail going across here. Let's pull this side away and do this. Yeah, he is. He is on here. That's great. He's over here. He's not in orange because he's not or red. He's not an Incredible, but he made it. He made it. The monorail made it too. And then Elastigirl stretching across this whole side. There she is. Elastigirl. But don't know the words. Pow, pow. That's all I remember. Pow noises. Oh, and then you have. This is great. I like this. I like the sunshade with their faces. I'm trying to find a good. Maybe if I shoot it from in, is better. Yeah, there you go. Cute. It's cute. Again, do these rooms belong here? I don't know. Because a movie has mid-century modern styling doesn't mean... I'm still I believe that these rooms should have went all in on that. I think we should have had furniture and things that look like they're just out of their house. If these rooms looked like the inside of the Parr home in Incredibles 2, you'd be hearing nothing negative from me right now. That would fit the resort well. It'd be really fun. It's the same way people like Cabana Bay, Universal, because it takes you back to that time. It's really charming. Instead, we have this weird modern amalgamation of mid-century modern and current design aesthetics. I mean, something that will never go out of style, no matter what this looks like. This will be here. And this is the magic of Disney's Contemporary Resort. This is why you stay here. This is Theme Park View, Magic Kingdom. Sit here and watch fireworks. There is nothing bad about this. This is one of the most special things about a Disney World vacation. One of the most special places at Disney World, this hotel, mostly because of this. Mostly because of this view. Beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. Oh, the room next door isn't done. We might be the first people in this room. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if this paneling always like this? Is this new? I don't know. We've had Theme Park View. I don't know that I've been on this floor before, and I don't know how many floors have this beige paneling thing. I don't know. I guess it's only on that side, right? Because then it's actually concrete on that side. Anyway, here's the new furniture out here. Nothing wrong with it. Silvery. Little Epcot-y. Say that. This is the plastic from the hang tag still on here. I'm sorry. I apologize. I know someone's going to get yelled at because of this video, and I'm sorry. I got to do what I got to do. I got to show you what's here. You know, my apologies. Oh, that room's done. There's furniture there. Okay. Yeah, I mean, balcony's great as always. Looks like they retiled. Sometimes it went well, sometimes it didn't. You know, but I mean, who cares? The tile's crooked. There's a tag on the chair, whatever. Because this is still here, and this is what you're paying for. You're not paying for anything in here. You're paying for what's out here. You're also connected to a building which has some of the best restaurants at Disney World. We actually went to Chef Mickey's last week for dinner, and it's pretty decent now. I like it. Steakhouse 71's very good. California Grill's fine. I know I'm not the big California Grill fan, but you know, I love the Contemporary. It's a wonderful special hotel. Climate control over here. I think the last thing we got to do, we got to open this thing. So we're gonna see how this happens. Hopefully this very heavy table's not really in the way, because it's super heavy. Really heavy. I mean, I appreciate that it's sturdy. You know, like sometimes I complain that it feels junky. You know, sometimes we complain, it's really hard to move. There's pros and cons to that, right? The pro is this feels really nice. This is a really nice piece of furniture. It doesn't feel cheap. That's great. At the same time, though, it is in front of this thing, and I have to open this. Let me take this pillow away. There it goes. Everything's telling me to pull this, so I'm going to do it. There it is. There you go. So the table's not really in the way, right? I could have left the table there, in fairness. And if you want to have your stuff next to you, you can just roll the table next to the bed. This single sleeper sofa. Yeah. See, now, I don't know. What would have been cool is with the DVC units have the pull down with the art in it, right? That would have been fun. Yeah. So just under the TV. So, yeah. So, in review, in total, some much needed improvements. The bathroom is a million times better than it was. It's way more functional. It looks better. Everything in there, vast improvement. All of this, they addressed the biggest problems of this hotel. This got the super cool mirror, toilet art. What's not to like in there? Out here, there's some things that don't feel deluxe. This doesn't feel deluxe. The floor doesn't necessarily feel deluxe. And then like just uneven paint and just things, you know. I don't know. They wanted it to be ready when they wanted it to be ready. That's part of it. But, you know, there's also something to be said for doing it right the first time. The other nice thing is these little decorative elements, these things we thought we had lost in the last few years. Decorative pillows, you know, these custom lampshades, little things like that, little touches like that are great. Curtains, the sunshade, that's all good. That's all good here. But in total, the rooms are, I don't know. This isn't a place I want to spend a week. I don't want to spend a week in this room. This doesn't feel inviting. It's a little cold. Not because of Frozone. I'm not insulting you, sir. Just, I don't know. In total, it feels a little cold. I will say this. The Moana rooms, we ranted and raved, and people were really negative about those rooms, and we stayed in them, and I really liked them. They were warm and inviting, and it thematically worked well, and I liked those rooms. I would stay there again in a heartbeat. I wouldn't stay in this again. I don't know, but maybe your kids love Incredibles, and you know and I say I wouldn't stay here again, but then I got to remember what's outside, right? So it's probably inaccurate, but I could always go to Bay Lake Tower, right? So there you go. There you have it. These are the new Incredibles rooms in the main tower of the Contemporary. They're going to do the Garden Wing next, so this is coming everywhere at the Contemporary. And here, kids, is why you should try everything in the room. I didn't realize that the bathroom door closed like this. I kind of like that. It's very superhero making a quick change and then emerge from the door. Yeah, I like that.